texting. You said, baby, don't be mad, you know how brave it is.
Don't open your mouth, you whisper good to me. I ain't built like him, fucking with a G. Just cause I fuck you, that don't mean I trust you, I don't. You got some high hopes, baby. If I'm crazy, I'll tell you about me.
I was nothing at all. Took a trip to London just to hear how they talk. Back to 4-0, you should hear how they talk. He might be Mr. Track and Field, but I done ran through them all. Yeah, that nigga played the moment just to watch how we ball. I ain't never home for long, but you pull up when I call. All the hood niggas respect me, strippers wanna sex me. You left on rip, now we mad because you let me low. Say fucked up, don't change it. I'd probably be dead if I was basic. Would you still give me head if I had patience? I work when I want, I do what I want.
Okay guys, so it's Monday and I'm wearing this Shein dress today. I feel like with medical school, I just don't dress like how I would dress in college. Like I try to dress, have a little bit more coverage on. As long as you just keep it kind of cute, I feel like you'll be okay. But so yeah, this is Monday's fit. And then for jewelry, I have on these gold earrings from Shein as well. And then this is a necklace that my dad gave my mom. I somehow lost like all of my gold bracelets. I'm gonna use a different word. They're somewhere here, I just don't know where. Old Versace bracelet. It's gold plated and the gold has faded a little bit, but that's the only thing that I could find. And yes, this is Monday's fit. I think that I'm just gonna put on a denim jacket, like grab a denim jacket. Sometimes the study places get a little cold. To school we go. My like thing doesn't want to work. I'm trying to tell y'all, like, this car has major issues. This car hates me. Happy Monday. We have like 13 more days of classes. It's something like that. I am so excited. This is my second to last Monday of classes of my first year of medical school, and after that, like after next Monday, I just have a mini board exam and I will be free for medical school. I'm kind of starting my day like really late. It's 1:47. I did watch my lectures today. There's one going on right now, but I think I'm just gonna rewatch it later, catch up on whatever else I have to do. Oh my gosh, why is it saying it's gonna take 31 minutes to get to school? Where even is my badge? Maybe it's in my backpack. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out if I want to go. Like, I'm so behind, you guys. My phone is even on 5%. I went out yesterday and I had a great time. Sometimes I wish I was more disciplined. That's the topic for another day. I decide if I want to go to Chipotle or if I want to go to like Zaxby's, because I feel like some boneless wings could be really good too from Zaxby's, with like a lemonade. But then I feel like I get better bulk of my money from Chipotle. So if I'm at school and if I get hungry again, I can always just rewarm it up, because you always get a lot with a bowl. Decisions. Go to Chipotle. I think we're gonna go to Chipotle. Okay, so I got my Chipotle. We have a lot of things to do, you guys. I need like so many things to do, especially because I need to go to bed early tonight, because Robin on my spring break vlog, I finally got her to join ClassPass. So we're going to a 6 a.m. cycling class tomorrow, and I don't know about you guys, but 6 a.m. sounds just very early in my opinion. So I'm gonna go. If I'm going to go, like I need to go to sleep early. I didn't really like review my lectures from Friday. So I did watch them, but I need to like make my little study guide, because I really feel like that helped me with my last exam, because my last exam was my highest scoring exam of the year. So I feel like I need to go back and do that, and then obviously go over today's lectures, which was also pretty dense. We had 3 lectures today. So I'm just trying not to get behind, and I'm trying not to get into that mindset of school is almost over, because I have a couple more exams to do.
If I wrote you a symphony, just to say how much you mean to me, what would you do? If I told you you were beautiful, would you date me on the regular? Tell me, would you? Well, baby, I've been around.
Okay, so I'm finally at school. It honestly took me a little bit of a minute to find a study room. It's okay because we found one, so it's 2:27 now. And like I said, I think I'm really just gonna up on Friday's lectures and some of the lectures today. I have a student council meeting at 6 o'clock. I thought I was done with student council. I will not be joining student council in any additional years. It's just not my thing. Like the whole politics of medical school isn't my thing. So that's my plan for student council stuff. So the first lecture that I'm going to review is Visual System 1, and then we have to review Visual System 2, 3, Histo, and Big System. So I'm hoping that I can get, like, if I really lock in, I'm hoping that I can get a good chunk of this done before the student council meeting. And after the student council meeting, I'll just have the neuro lab left, which I can either watch early tomorrow morning after me and Robin after we go to the cycle class, or like before I go to bed type of thing. I'm gonna screen record my iPad, and I have to say it so I know when to like insert the video. So basically my study guide method, I did this my last exam like I said, and so what I do is when I go through the lecture, I try to condense it all and fit it all into one page. So the one page of information is supposed to be the most like critical parts of the lecture, like the stuff that I really need to know. What helps me is to, when I do the study guide method, I'm trying to look at the bigger picture of things as opposed to every little thing. I kind of want to do like black this time. I don't know why. Study guide. Maybe I don't like the black. I feel like squared paper gives me a little bit more room to work with. So that's how I set up my iPad for my study guide. And now it's time for us to get to study.
Hey, yeah. I need someone to be patient with me. Someone to get money when I take it from me. They don't even need to be as famous as me. I don't think I meet them at the places I be, but deep down I think about you all day, mommy. I know I'm a pit bull, but darling, mommy, I just wanna take you on a holiday, mommy.
Hey guys, so clock in. It's 5:01. I've gone through all of my lectures from Friday. Now I'm going to just watch some boot camp videos on the lectures that I went through. Maybe I need to do like visual processing. I'm gonna have to schedule a tutoring session too before I leave, which is fine. I need to do my taxes. I got a scholarship, and I mentioned that like maybe 2-3 videos ago. So I need to write my letter for my scholarship and then mail it out this week too. I want to apply for this mentorship. Well, I might try to do that tonight, like with my FAFSA visual pathway. Yeah, so yeah, I need to do my FAFSA. So I'm kind of glad that I got this Chipotle, because I'm probably just gonna eat this for dinner, get back home, and save my leftovers for lunch tomorrow. I'm gonna come to school tomorrow. I'm gonna try to. If I'm already gonna be up at 6 a.m. for the class, I'm gonna hope that I can come to school tomorrow. Yay. When I get on my phone, I start texting my line sisters, and then I can't put my phone up. Your phone is very distracting. Okay.
Say what's on your mind, I'ma call away, mommy. Come and rescue me. Take me out the club, take me out the trap, take me off the mark, take me off the map. I'm tryna hit the group chat and tell them it's a come and rescue me. Take me out the club, take me out the trap, take me off the mark.
sunlight. So it's 7:42 p.m. I don't understand what this holdup is. I am finally on the way home. I got through the majority of my lectures. I didn't get to the last one, which was just the lab that we had earlier today. My plan is just to go through it in the morning because like the cycling class is going to be done at freaking 6:50 in the morning, so that should be more than enough time to go over it and like to go to class and whatnot. So it is officially allergy season. The way I was sneezing on my way to the car, and I have like the worst tension headache. I feel like it's from my allergies, but it's also completely my fault. I haven't been taking my allergy medication, but now I will. So it's 5:42 a.m. and I'm going to the cycling class with Robin. I'm very excited that we're finally doing a ClassPass together. I'm not too excited that it's cycling. I did soul cycle with my sisters back in the summertime, and that was like the worst experience of my life. Cycling is not my form of cardio, and I respect the people who like it. So I'm only like, it says I'm 4 minutes away, so this should be interesting. I'm gonna burn a lot of calories this morning, and that's what matters the most. So let's go work out.
I'm still a fan, even though it's salty. Hate to see you mess around the brand. Are you happy? Hate to see you happy if I'm not the one driving. I'm so mature. Got me a therapist to tell me there's a limit. I want and I just want you. And if I can't have you, no one should have mine. I look in my eyes, not the best idea. Is
Okay guys, so I did not make it to school. I literally, this is why I don't do 5 a.m. classes anymore, because I just get too tired. I think it messes up my brain. Like, I can't do it. So I've been here, I've watched the lectures, but I was like not sleeping. So yeah, it's almost 1:30, so I have one more class, and after that I'll probably get up for real and study my lectures for today. That 6 a.m. class, it took me out, and this is why I don't do morning classes anymore, because I just can't get up after it. Okay, so let's talk about where I was yesterday. So today is currently Wednesday. I don't know, it's around 12-ish, I think. And I didn't film yesterday, as you guys have seen, and we're gonna talk a little bit about anxiety as I do my edges. Yeah, I just had really bad anxiety yesterday. I'm not gonna get into it too much, and I don't know, I feel like that I'm actually a pretty emotional person, and I feel like that doesn't show on a day-to-day basis, but I feel like I'm really emotional. Like when I get sad, I get like really sad. When I get anxious, I get really anxious, like to the point where I'm feeling sick, to the point where all I can do is just stay in bed. Like literally, anxiety is like when it gets bad, all I can do is just stay in bed, cry to my mom, and like try to pick myself back up. But I'm someone where like I feel my emotions really deeply. So yesterday was just pretty much a bad day for me, and I'm sharing this with you guys so you guys know that like my life isn't always rainbows and gumdrops. My life isn't always fun. My life isn't always easy, and I struggle too every day, just like everyone else. And the thing with me with my anxiety is I tend to always have negative thoughts with it. Like I always think of the worst case scenario, and I can't help it. That's like, my brain is just wired like that, and I hate that because you know, I don't mean to be negative. I apologize to anyone watching my videos who felt like that sometimes I've had negative things to say, or maybe I've just been sharing negative experiences. I feel like, I don't know, I just wish people would give me a little bit more grace. I am trying. So I feel like if I'm definitely sure my mindset makes my life 30 times harder than it needs to be. But like I said, that's just something that I have to work on and try to do better. So yeah, if you've ever watched my videos and kind of felt like I was being mean and like just have negative things to say about my life in school, give me a little grace. And I feel like too, sometimes people forget of my age. I'm not trying to say that I'm immature, but I came right from undergrad to medical school. And I feel like sometimes people kind of forget that, like in undergrad, I didn't have to do nearly half of the stuff that I do now. My undergrad experience was like the best experience of my life. I met so many great people there. There were so many things to do in Athens. And like it was the best time of my life. Like I had a ball, and that is what I was accustomed to for 4 years. So I feel like sometimes I'm not given the grace amongst others when it comes to this medical school thing, because this is new for me, like exceptionally new for me as compared to some of my classmates who've done graduate programs, who did master's programs. Like I didn't do any of that. Like my senior year of undergrad, I think I only had like one in-person class. I was taking like the easiest classes, barely had homework, barely had exams. I could go to work in my pajamas. Like I had it was a transition. Like maybe if I had like my freshman year of college, it was like my senior year, like it would be different. But I feel like some of my opinions about school has to be about how hard the transition has been. And I feel like I've been pretty open about anxiety in other videos, and especially in my transition video, that I'm someone where I'm very like sensitive to my surroundings. I'm very sensitive to change. So coming to medical school and having to experience all this change, all this new ways of like life and living and responsibilities, it hasn't been like the easiest thing, and I'm trying my best. I'm literally trying my best. And I feel like too, you know, I do my channel because I realize the impact that my platform has, especially on people who look like me and want to go into medicine and stuff like that. That's why I do this. However, I feel like it's also a disservice to like just lie and tell you guys that I'm having the time of my life in medical school. Hard, and is it challenging? Yes. But is it rewarding? Yes. So I feel like it's hard for me to have that like positive mindset of like, yes, like I love medical school, and it's like I am broke. I don't always get to see my friends. Every day I have to wake up and study, and it's like I'm not used to that. And I'm sure that I will get used to that, even though it's been almost a year since I've started school. Like I feel like my second semester has been going a lot better than my first semester because I'm getting accustomed into it. Moral of the story is that I'm trying. A lot of people don't realize, or like what a lot of people don't even like bother to ask me is like, oh, like do you have a lot of friends in medical school? Like what's the social life in medical school? Like 95% of my social life is outside of school. Like yes, I have friends at school, but I don't feel like I have like a solid group of friends at school. So I think that takes into account to happiness you have at school. And you know, I do talk to people. I'm not saying that I don't have any friends, but like I can't say that I've met like my bridesmaids in schools, or I'm gonna be somebody's bridesmaids at school. And I do feel like a lot of that is partially my fault, and that's because I have social anxiety, like literally. And I just feel like, and I'm just sharing all of this so people kind of just understand me more, because obviously they only understand what I put out. Yeah, like I have social anxiety. Like I'm not good at meeting people. I am definitely wary of people. Once again, this probably just stems from childhood trauma and whatever. But yeah, I just kind of feel like people don't really understand me right now. And like I be trying. Low-key, I should have done like silver hoops, but who cares? I was gonna go to school, but I'm kind of scared I won't find a study room just because of the time of day it is, and I feel like everybody is gonna be there. So I think I'm gonna go to the study room at my complex and study. I have a quiz today as well at 3 o'clock. So like I said, I just had a very off day yesterday and kind of today. So I didn't really watch the first lecture, and then the second lecture got canceled. I think I have a neural lab at 1:30, but I wanted to go and watch the first lab before that, the first lecture before the lab. And yeah, that's kind of my game plan for today. Maybe I'll go to class tomorrow. We'll see. I just feel really down right now, so I'm sorry. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. Maybe I'll go to class, maybe I won't. I'm gonna review my first lecture, which was the second part of the cerebellum, because it could be on my quiz, it may not be on my quiz. I don't know. The quiz is at 3, so I have a little bit of time. And then I have class at 1:30. I'm trying to get the majority of the lecture within these next like 40 minutes before class starts. Hey guys, so I'm back in my apartment. I just took my quiz. I don't think I did too bad on it, but I'm not gonna lie, I do like how we have these quizzes, or I'm at least thankful that our quizzes do somewhat mimic what our exam will be like. So I am happy that we do these quizzes, even though in the heat of the moment it's like, oh my gosh, do I actually know the content? Do I not? Like, what's going on? But it's like a great kind of benchmark to see where you're at, because for like basically this block we pretty much only have one professor teaching. So I feel like because of that, it is important to understand the concepts and stuff. So, you know, the quiz just really helps me figure out where exactly I'm at in the course and what do I need to go over. So I do appreciate that. So what I'm going to do, because the quiz has taught me, like, you know, what I need to do, and I feel like what worked well for me last time is why I did well on my exam. I think, you know, you just have to, if it worked before, then do it again. And sometimes there's nothing wrong with that. I find myself sometimes in school where it's like, ugh, I wish I can find, you know, the fastest solution, or I think that I'm doing things that are more efficient. It's not. And it's like, if I know that I did it, if I studied it this way last time, then that's probably how I need to go back and do it. Just because right now we're on tracks, so just learning everything about the brain and the spinal cord. Not gonna lie, I be feeling like Amelia Gray or Derek Shepherd sometimes. Like the information can be overwhelming. Just like, oh my God, what am I looking at? You know? So you have to, like, what I've done better my second semester is realizing that I have to find a way to make sense of the material. Like, I can't just look at the PowerPoint or go to the lecture that I'm given. I need to sit down, deduce what I've learned. And that's what I did my last exam. And I think that's why I was a lot more successful, because I found a way to interpret the material in a way that my brain understands it. For some people, oh, what did I just do? I did not mean to change that. Some people, they don't even have to do all of that, and that's cool. But for me, like, in order to really understand the concepts and to do well, that's what I need to do. So basically, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna do. Basically, we have all of these we have all of these slides representing the brain. And so I like to redraw out the tracks a couple of times so I can kind of get it down and have it make sense in my head what I'm seeing, because if I can understand the track itself, it helps me figure out like the images. So I'm gonna film this portion, so maybe it'll make more sense when I, you know, film it. But what I'm gonna do, and I do think I'm gonna go to school like around 7-8 o'clock just to like lock in a little bit more, change the scenery, and like accomplish a lot. In class, like, we really don't have that much time before our next exam in grade, so I need to take this like very seriously and get out of this head fog and get back to grinding and focusing. You might have a bad day, but you have to pick yourself right back up, because to me, failure is more scarier, and I like don't want to fail anything, and I want to try my hardest to understand the concepts in school, also because I know that these concepts are gonna, A, I'm gonna see them again, and then B, like I want to make sure that when I'm seeing patients and we're finding the clinical setting, like I know what I'm talking about. So let's get to studying. Hopefully this won't take as long as I did this with my last exam, because I've already rewatched the lectures. So now I'm kind of just playing a puzzle and piecing it together, if that makes sense.